Okay, my friend, let's go. Yeah. Exactly. This is the way to follow up. Like this is like, oh my god, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Implementation workshop means what? Means we're doing calling today. Yeah. Right. Right. It's 4:41 and we have a workshop going on today for our own clients. Waking up now and heading to the gym.
Going down.
Yep, off we go. It's 5:06 a.m. so time to get a workout in. Just done with the workout and heading back to the car now, heading back home to prepare for the workshop they have today for our clients. Gonna wash up, prepare, head over to the event space, and yeah, I'll show you more later on what goes down during the workshop. And also, working out at 5 freaking a.m. isn't what I usually do. I usually do it in the afternoon after I do my deep work, but damn, it's a whole new experience. It's just a bit more difficult, you know, to work out on an empty stomach at 5 a.m. But yeah, we got it done. Now we're on our way to the event space, so a whole day there. But first, we're gonna go there and get Starbucks. I need my cold brew, to be specific, nitro cold brew. Okay, like that's always the thing that perks me up when you have a long day ahead. I really love the nitro cold brew thing.
Why are we doing this? Like, is this like a usual thing that we always do?
Having events is not part of whatever that they're paying for. Whether it's masterminds, workshops like today that we're doing, you know, because we've done a lot of like the trainings and the assets and everything else online already. And it's completely for free, right? Like we bear the cost, we spend the time and to prep and we spend a day here together. It's completely for free because of two reasons, right? I think number one is the main thing is about the community. It's just different, you know, sure, people are on Zoom and we do hang out, we have online workspace as well. But the thing here is that when you actually meet in person, it's just a different kind of like energy to it. It's just like, oh, you know, we finally meet in person kind of thing. And I think that brings a nicer touch to it, and I think it helps people to bond better, you know, because at the end of the day, this journey is lonely, right? Like being a financial advisor, being a self-employed is lonely. And even if you tell your colleagues, it might not be the safest thing to do because, you know, people might backstab you. Yeah, and stuff like that, right? So, you know, having this safe space here, having this community allows people to really bond, you know, to share their stuff, so on and so forth. Today's theme for the workshop would be on sales, right? We call it the sales implementation workshop. It's less theory, more practical. And the reason we do it is because I think when it comes to sales, there is the what to say, which is basically a script. There is also the how to say it, right? And then along with your body language, your posture, like those things plays a part in persuasion and converting someone. Having this in-person workshop, we're going to run through the fundamentals. We're going to solve some of the bigger problems that we have been hearing from the members as well. The way at least I engineer a workshop is I look at all the problems that they have and all the feedback that we have based on like our one-on-one calls, you know, with the team, etc. The workshop is just revolving around solving those problems. Might not be covered or might not be covered as in-depth in the online training program that we have. It's going to be very hands-on. It's going to be them like 70-80% of the time they're the one talking, they're the one taking the action, and just going to be me and the team like facilitating this entire thing. I took a bit of time to carve out some frameworks also that would help them to solve their problems, or at least a mental model, you know, through which they can think through in helping to sell better, and more importantly, sell in the right way. Right, we got a nitro, good shit, passion. You get caffeinated before the whole day. So when we
What are you doing?
Charging the mic. Yeah, because it's half the battery life, so we're charging it. Okay, first half is done. That's the thing about workshops. It's like it takes a lot of me because it's less about the content sometimes. I think it's as important, but I think it's more about the energy. It's like sometimes people don't buy into the content because they don't buy into the person saying it. At the end of the day, it's like you gotta have energy, you gotta bring the good vibes over. We're all selling, we're all salespeople. So if you only have credits but you don't have energy, it's kind of hard, right? And so that's what I at least try to optimize for, which is like, okay, there's content, the frameworks, and then there's like the energy side of things, right?
Morning, man. Good. Morning.
I do the Wi-Fi thing for them, but yeah. Okay. What are you doing? Who lost? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Ready? Okay. Next one. So they are doing, what do you call it, introducing themselves right now, and yeah. Yeah, so that's that. It's gonna be a great day, helping them really improve their sales process and even sell better, right? And I think the ability to be able to sell better is so important because then you can get the prospect to solve their problems without them feeling like they are being pushed, right? So that's why you gotta keep pushing. Okay, it's lunch break for them now, as you can see. Yeah, it's lunch break now. I usually don't eat during events. Usually I just like fast the whole day. It's always been the case since forever. I've done this every time. Yeah, and usually what happens during lunch is I either prep for the afternoon, the next half of the day segment, re-catch my breath, because I tend to get a bit more intense during these workshops or any events, and then just kind of my coffee for the morning, and I'm getting Kelly to get a bit more coffee. But yeah. Yeah, so Nicholas,
Yes,
like,
what's up?
So you're saying that what? You managed to kind of follow up with a prospect that showed interest?
Show interest after I show interest to him. I was going to Zoom him to do like claims for him and his mum. So that was the initial plan of the Zoom. Then after that, as I was doing with him halfway through, then he was like, hey, by the way, we need to talk about the investment that we have discussed for a long time but it didn't happen. Then I was like, okay, but that wasn't my topic for today. I just want to help you do the claim, you do that one first. So I finished everything for him, double check everything with him. Then after he was like, okay, now I'm free, let me call my wife. So his wife came onto the Zoom call also.
No fucking way.
Yeah, serious.
Okay.
So then we just shared. I was like, so this is what we talked about previously. So I just shared him everything. Then the wife also asked in some questions, because both interested now. Right. So they just ask. Then after I pitched something towards them, then he said, okay, looks good. Then maybe I will increase the value even more so that I'll be able to get more money in return. And I said, okay lah. Then I said, I'll do a proper calculation for you, everything first. Then I send you all the document after that. So I just send the document, then I say, okay, looks good, like we'll stick with the higher amount. Then okay lah.
But you're saying that prior to this, it's like you did open up, it's just that like it was hang halfway, or like the appointment didn't continue after.
He hang halfway, then he MIA on me. Then I try to reach out to him a few times, but keep MIA. Then he managed to set one appointment. Then he MIA on appointment. Then I was like, what do I do now? Like, I was like, what the hell from the last time to now lah? Then she's like, oh, just focus on making connection with him again. Because it's been so long. Then I also asked him, hey, you wanted to do the claim last time, you haven't do it. Like, okay, everything okay for you? Then just follow up, few things out.
During the appointment, basically you didn't talk even about the investment or follow on that.
Never. That wasn't a part of the.
Right, because what you cared about was just fulfilling a promise that you made, which is to help to make the claims that you say want to make, provide a ton of value, and then after that he brought it up. He brought it up himself.
Then I was like, wait, we settle this one first.
How are you feeling about this kind of follow-up? Like technically it is a follow-up process, right? But like, how do you feel about
unexpected lah? Because I wouldn't think that he would bring it up. I thought that at the end of the day, I was like, hey, let's meet up and talk about this because face to face is better over Zoom, right? But he brought it up to Zoom, then okay lah. Then I was like, okay, anyway I got something to pass to you, we meet up, then I can pass to you, we can talk more about it.
Great.
Then I was like, okay.
Good one.
Yeah.
Cheers, man.
It was with Ben, the first one. Then Ben was like, I think you messed up. Then I said, I think you messed up.
Yeah, but I remember we messed up.
No, I know, I brought it up because I said I finally managed to get an appointment with him.
And that was the claim one.
Yeah, that was
the claim.
I just focused on claim.
Okay, there we go.
Then after that, MIA one time with me again. Then after that, finally we had the call. Wow. stressed out, but okay lah.
But were you skeptical when like we suggested and say, you know, don't talk about the business, show care, provide genuine value? Like,
No, because you gave the example that time about that one guy.
Oh, the guy, right? The
Yeah.
Jethro who did the catch up.
Yeah, catch up, then he talk about- And then, for example, the guy asked him, say, hey,
Yeah.
So like same situation.
Same situation.
Yeah.
Exactly. This is the way to follow up. Like this is like the thing about this insurance advisory game, right? It's like it's so simple. You just need to do the 1% of the things that 99% don't do. 9% will be like, hey bro, when you're free, can we talk about it? Blah blah blah. So and so. Just don't do that. Just add one more catch up, two more catch up. Genuinely provide value. Like the sale will come. Like same thing I happened to Zen also. Yeah. Like isn't this beautiful where you actually get a sale not because you want the sale but because you actually provided value, right? And then it deepens the relationship and the trust. And I bet you anything like you will face so much lesser objections because you have proven your worth, so to speak, right? That you provided value. Yeah, dude.
Like now even my client also like that time when I first met him, right, then I asked him for referral for the wife, right? Then he said like he said the wife doesn't want to meet me, but the wife's a Singaporean. Then he said the wife doesn't want to meet me. Then after that I said like so I started doing all the catch up and everything, right? Then he became a client. And then like 1 year later, I just proceeded on with a catch-up from like just a meal. And then at the end of the whole thing, I didn't even talk anything about business. At the end of the whole thing, just tell me like ask me about insurance. I was like, okay, cool. We talk about it next appointment. And towards the end also, I said like maybe the next time around, if I'm around the area, I can catch you guys for a meal. Then maybe your wife is free. Then he said like actually today's meeting, right, I actually wanted to ask my wife to come. She couldn't make it. But I didn't even talk about the wife coming today. Exactly. Yeah. She just wanted to introduce
Exactly.
the wife. So,
Yeah. Like, oh my god, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I know it's hard. The thing about it is like it's so hard to believe. Right? Especially when you hear from me and then it's like really man, like you might understand the logic, but you might not believe it because it's like really? Like people actually bring up. Yeah. Exactly so. What's the main point? Yeah.
it feels very surreal.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because then like this is like crazily important moment, right? Because then this reinforces a positive behavior where you want to do more of this in the future. Where you just care, just whatever. Yeah. Like that's what it is, you know. I think sometimes right when I go on calls and I share about these things, it's like a 真的 man because it sounds so simple. Like really just catch up and then just really just
You need to experience
My
it.
first few coaching calls was that.
yeah, it was like really man. It's like I pay the fellow so much money. I pay this fellow 10 grand just to tell me that I should give value, right? But but I know that because see, even I put it on YouTube or whatever I say like give value, like people get the idea but they don't do it. Because like really man. That's why implementation is important because like you keep saying and you say you need to do it, you actually go and do it, and then you kind of get it, right? That's the more important thing. Yeah, dude, like good stuff, guys. Yeah, 100%. So we have this period break. Only talk about how to handle other environment. Yep, they're engaging now for activity. Okay, can we do one shot? 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's currently 8:45 p.m. We just finished the workshop, we had dinner, and you know, like honestly, like we're back at home and the house is obviously in a mess right now. Look at this, it's like all the whiteboard stuff we had to unpack and everything else. And of course, we have Kelly here just lying there on the sofa because it's been a long day. You know, I woke up at like way earlier this morning, right? I had to work out and all the stuff. Now, yeah, so workshop is done. You know, I think like our own clients and our advisors that we have here are pretty much like learn a lot. You know, some of them are like, okay, it's a great refresher on the fundamentals again, and then some of them are like, hey, you know what, you went in deeper beyond the usual or beyond what they kind of understand about sales. You know, I was sharing about like the hate comments on the TikTok that I was doing, right? Because I was kind of like talking about like how advisors are essential, you know, so on and so forth, and you know, I get a ton of hate comments, and it just really proves one point, which is like there's so many people that just dislike financial advisors. They might believe that insurance is important, but financial advisors are not, so on and so forth. And you know, quite frankly, I don't blame them. This has been like the stigma has always been there for the last 10, 20 years. You know, there's still black sheep nowadays. But however, I always believe that right now at this point in time, I think there are advisors that are doing better. There are advisors that actually truly care genuinely and not just here for the money. And I think like money is important, but I think there are also advisors that truly care about the prospects and you know, they care about the clients as well. I think that's really at the core of what I'm building this business around, which is how can we change the business model, build a business model where financial advisors can care about prospects act in their best interest, and equally at the same time, by extension of that, earn more money. I truly believe that it can happen, and we already kind of had a model for that, because the current way of how the industry is operating is obviously not the best. It's been a very, very long day. I am pretty exhausted. I was trying to type out stuff and my brain just wasn't working. I mentioned early on in the morning where, I said that like these workshops and these additional live events are things that, we're not charging. These are things that we just do out of goodwill and really adding on. And yes, there's a lot of time involved, there's cost involved. We've got to pay for the room, doing one day of the workshop, fulfilling like our clients and everything else, and the work that we do, will also mean there's certain opportunity costs involved. This is something like, my partner always asks me about, like, okay, so like a band, like why are we doing this? Like, why are we doing more and above and beyond? Personally for me, I think it goes back to this whole belief or ideology I have, which is going the extra mile. One of the core values we have in the company is competitive greatness, right? And we define competitive greatness is doing anything that's significantly above average, right? So if our competition, if our other trainers and providers are just doing this, we're gonna do like way more. Right? And it's not just because we earn more money. I mean, in fact, like we don't even like earn anything from this, right? We do more, we go above and beyond, not because of the things that we could achieve in terms of the gain and the outcomes we have, but rather we do it because that's who we are. Because if we truly want to make a change, if we truly want to make an impact, it's not done just by, let me just do like that. And I think like some people just do that and they want to live their lives fine, but it's just that, to me, it's just that I just want to do more. More could lead me to more things, maybe better things. It could lead me to nothing as well. But then again, at the end of the day, it's not so much about the material gains. It's more about the kind of person that I want to become, right? It's more about like the character traits, the beliefs, the skill sets I love to build for myself. And I always truly believe that like life will always catch up with the kind of person you are. When you become a successful person, so to speak, you have all these kind of skill sets, the traits and everything else and beliefs. Then you start attracting great things to you, right? Then you start attracting money, more success and everything else. I think at the end of the day, it's just a journey. Truth be told, I don't even know if I can keep up with this when I'm 50 years old. Probably not when I'm 60. But hey, I'm 31 this year and man, like I can still do it, I'll do it. Because why not? And I think one thing that always scares me is when I'm old, when I'm no longer working, retired, whatever it is, I don't want to look back and think to myself like, shit man, Ben, when you're at 30, when you're at 20s or 50s, like 40s, you could have done more. I don't want to feel that way. And I think like if I felt that way, I think that would be kind of a big regret. And so that's why, we do what we do. Okay, now it could be this business, it could be anything, but I think it's just about the journey, just building out on yourself. I know I'm ranting on a little bit here, but I just want to share like my thoughts. It's kind of an end of day thing. I think it could be like the more you do, the more you have, right? It's kind of like the more you give, the more you receive. And then when you actually give genuinely, and genuine just means without any form of expectations, I'll say the universe will reward you. And yeah, so anyway, it's a long ass day. And by the way, fun fact, this is like the first vlog after like 5 years. There are a few vlogs. I did 7 vlogs or 8 vlogs when I first started in 2020. We kind of unlisted that because like I was kind of like embarrassed about it and how I sounded and stuff like that. Maybe I'll put it up again. But yeah, this is the first vlog. Maybe more to come. I don't know. But like once you watch this video, like share with me in the comments if you like it, don't like it, and how I can improve more and what perhaps you'd like to see more of. Okay, cheers and take care. And I'll see you in the next video.